warned this video will contain spoilers. In Grey's Anatomy Season 21, Episode 7, we dive deep into a heart-wrenching and emotional storyline that starts with a tragic car crash. Yasuda and her sister, Chloe, were on their way home after Chloe's discharge from the hospital when Yasuda, fatigued from the stress of the day, lost focus and nodded off behind the wheel. This mistake set off a series of devastating events that would forever alter their lives. The episode picks up right where Episode 6 left off, with both women rushed to Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital. Yasuda, an integral part of the medical team, now finds herself fighting for her own life. Her arrival at the emergency department sends shockwaves through the staff, and Lucas, who sees his friend being wheeled in, is immediately overcome with emotion. His instinct is to jump in and help her, but Yasuda, in her moment of distress, asks him to focus on her sister instead. This sets the tone for the emotional roller coaster the episode will become. With Yasuda's wishes in mind, Lucas turns his attention to Chloe, who also requires immediate medical intervention. At the same time, Teddy, Bailey, Owen, and Dugu spring into action to save Yasuda. The situation is dire, Yasuda codes, and for a brief moment it seems like she may slip away. But the team's quick thinking manages to stabilize her, and they rush her into surgery. However, once they begin the procedure, they face an unforeseen challenge. Yasuda has suffered severe liver damage, which means the surgeons must completely rethink their approach. As Yasuda's surgery progresses, her friends and fellow interns are left to grapple with their own personal guilt and emotional turmoil. Millen, feeling responsible for Yasuda's condition after taking her place in surgery, is consumed with guilt. Griffith, meanwhile, is helpless, unable to directly contribute to the situation. And Blue, showing a rare vulnerability, begins to realize how much Yasuda's friendship means to him. His desperate plea for her to keep fighting speaks to the bond they share and the emotional weight of the moment. The episode shifts between the two surgeries, painting a parallel narrative of the two women fighting for their lives. The interns, save for Lucas, anxiously wait in the waiting room, hoping for a miracle. Both surgeries seem to have been successful initially, but things take a tragic turn when Chloe's condition deteriorates. A code blue is called, and the interns rush to her side, only to witness the agonizing reality that after 40 minutes of unsuccessful resuscitation attempts, Chloe is pronounced dead. Her body, already weakened by chemotherapy, simply couldn't handle the strain. The loss of Chloe hits the interns hard, and the emotional toll of the day becomes overwhelming. They return to Yasuda's bedside, but soon, Bailey urges them to go home and rest. As the interns leave, Bailey stays behind, keeping vigil over Yasuda. Days later, Yasuda awakens from her coma, only to be hit with the devastating news of her sister's passing. The pain is palpable, and we are left with a feeling of dread hanging over Yasuda's future. While she survives the crash and the surgery, the emotional weight of losing her sister may be too much for her to bear, and it leaves us wondering if this tragedy will cause her to reconsider her career path in the future. The episode is a stark reminder of how fragile life is, especially in the high-stakes world of medicine. It also highlights the deep bonds that form between the characters, as they struggle not just with the physical toll of surgery, but the emotional aftermath of loss. This episode will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on both the characters and the audience. What do you think? How will Yasuda cope with the loss of her sister? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below.